So yeah, so filters are key, filters are key, filters are key. Okay, so what do we do in this situation? Well, again, luckily we don't think the market's going to move too much today, but this is where you would look for your fresh break. Your fresh break either way, right? You bracket this area, and you say, hey, if we fresh break to the upside, I'm looking for my continuation. Bow. If we violate these lows to the downside, then I can look for a continuation lower. Boom. So right now, we're just waiting for the market to show its hand, right? Going through our process. If we break to the upside, I'm looking for pullback and continuation here. If we break to the downside, I'm looking for pullback and continuation down here. So we know we've already rehearsed and we've set up what we're doing or what we want to do in a market. Now we're just waiting. Now we're just waiting for the market to show its hand. And this is kind of the technical and fundamental driver type of thing where it's like, I love these situations, right? A lot of people get frustrated. I love these situations because I can just sit back and twiddle my thumbs. I can literally just sit back and like, I'm very confident. Like I know exactly what I'm going to do no matter which way the market does it. And I can trade long, I can trade short. There's no qualifiers on that. So now I'm just sitting back like, okay, well, let's do it then, baby. Let's do it. Show me what you got, right? And I'm waiting. And then once it does it, then boom, it goes down to the downside. I erase my notes for my upside move. And I say, okay, let's focus on the downside one. Then we dig into more details about, stops and targets and all that fun stuff. But that is trading. It is you do analysis, and in some cases you do, like this where you don't know what to do. You're neutral. You do analysis both ways. And then you just wait. You do analysis both ways. You wait for the market to show its hand, and then you react. And this is what I mean by we want to be predictive in our analysis, but reactive in our execution, right? A lot of people get upset with me because they're like, well, Akil, as traders, don't we shouldn't react. Or as traders, we shouldn't predict. I'm like, that's stupid. We should predict and we should react. We can do both. Is there any reason we can't do both, guys? Well, if you react, you're too late. You got to be ahead of the market. No, you don't. What are you talking about? No, you don't. Not at all. Like ahead of the market is what I was just doing with those AB equals CD patterns. You see where that got me? To the poorhouse. It got me margin call. That's what it got me. I learned a very valuable word doing that. What's this margin call thing? Oh, shoot. Right? The fact of the matter is we want to be predictive. We want to think 4, 5, 6 steps ahead of the market. We're not telling the market what to do. We're not saying the market has to do it, but we're just anticipating. No different than, a sports nerd, right? I always put in a sports reference, right? No different than playing sports. I was out playing with my kid the other day. My 2 kids and my best friend's kids. It was dads versus lads, right? Me and one of my best friends, and it was 3 kids total, right? We're killing these kids because we take souls. We're not taking it easy. We're not letting them win. We're killing these kids, right? Because that's how you learn, tough love. So we're playing 2v3, and there's a rule like you gotta get 3 passes in before you can score, whatever like that. And like we're just making all these runs and we're destroying them where they're getting sucked into the ball and they're passing it behind them and we're scoring. And we're talking about, well, you got to be predictive. Like I'm predicting that my buddy is going to put it in this space. And I'm making that attempt to move there, right? So we're reading the game before the game happens. And you see the best athletes do that. They have a read for the game where it's like, well, I knew that. Messi's a great example. When Messi and Busquets are playing, right? They're like, I know this is going to happen because I know he's going to do this. I know he's going to react this way. We're reading the game. But at the same time, we're still waiting for that tell. We're reading the game, but hey, I'm going to do this if he does that. But we're still waiting for that defender, whoever it may be, to do that move first. And then we're reacting. So there's the same thing with the market. We're making this prediction. Okay, I can buy if I do this. I can sell if I do that. But we're not pulling the trigger right now because there's been no clue. There's been no clue that the market's going to go up or down. I don't know. So the reactiveness comes in where it's like once the market gives me that sign, once it gives me the little winky face, like, hey, we're doing it. Now I get involved. And I think as traders, we get too confused where it's like, we're taught or we're told because the internet's stupid that we have to be the first ones in, right? You guys ever heard that? Can't be late. You got to be the first one in the move, right? We're never going to be the first ones in the move. The only ones that are going to be the first ones in the move is smart money. And that's because they're making the move. Like, we're not going to be the first ones in the move. But as soon as we get a sign that whatever that move is may be occurring, that little clue, and it's a little clue. They're obvious if you know what to look for, but they're little clues. We want to be in on that second move. After we have confirmation, for whatever confirmation is worth, that the move is going to happen. And that's the reality of trading. So I like to say we're predictive in our analysis, reactive in our execution.